Now, of course, I don't know what he told you, so we'll have to see. I think he told you the important stuff. That I know. The events of the raids got us in 2006. Got me very involved in this topic, and it is the event that has made me stay committed to this community.
Dan setelah penyergapan tahun 2006 itu, hal ini naik ke permukaan dan membuat saya berkomitmen untuk terlibat dalam hal ini.
This is just part of an article that was published in, I think, 5 different papers. Pastor Blast's recent raids on Indonesian congregants.
Jadi inilah contoh-contoh dari apa yang terlihat di mass media.
And so that got me involved in what was going on. We had 65 people stay in our church for weeks.
Selama 1 minggu, untuk berminggu-minggu, 65 orang tinggal di gereja kami.
People who were afraid to go back to their apartments.
Mereka yang takut mau pulang kembali ke apartemen mereka.
We handed out flyers in the streets about the abuse against Indonesians.
Dan kami bagikan kertas-kertas untuk memperlihatkan kepada orang bahwa orang-orang Indonesia sementara di abuse.
This is just some of the names of the people in our community who were sent away. The top woman had been married for 1 month.
Dan inilah orang-orang, daftar orang-orang yang sudah dipulangkan, dan yang paling atas dia yang baru menikah.
And to this day, her husband is here and she is in Indonesia.
Dan suaminya masih di sini dan dia sendiri ada di Indonesia.
And many of those people are fathers and some mothers of children who've grown up now without their parent.
Dan orang-orang yang terpampang itu kebanyakan mereka tidak ada istri atau tidak ada suami dan anak-anak tertinggal.
After the raid was over and after people either went back to their apartment or found a new place to live, people wanted me to be quiet.
Dan setelah mereka kembali lagi atau mereka pindah, mereka minta supaya Pastor Seth bertenang diri.
Yet the Indonesians were appreciative, but were scared of staying in focus.
Mereka berterima kasih terhadap apa yang dilakukan, tapi mereka tidak tahu mau fokus kemana.
And I understood that because I wasn't going to get deported; they were. If I talked too much.
Dan mereka pendeta menyadari bahwa dia tidak akan dideportasi, dia bukan orang Indonesia, dan mereka lah yang akan dideportasi. Jadi dia mengerti.
So I stepped back, but I continued to pay attention because in prayer time on Sunday morning, Harry and Yana would every week tell us about somebody new who'd been picked up at work or picked up dropping their kid off at school.
Dan walaupun saya sudah mundur, tetapi saya mengikuti perkembangan karena setiap minggu ada nama-nama baru yang dibawakan dalam doa oleh saudara Hari dan memberikan nama-nama yang baru, siapa yang sudah dipulangkan.
During that time, Harry and Yana introduced us to Esther and to Bernard and their 3 children.
Dan kami diperkenalkan kepada Esther dan Bernard dan 3 anak mereka.
Now Esther is raising 2 of her children in New Jersey, and Bernard is raising one of their daughters alone in Indonesia.
Dan keluarga ini sudah terpisah, kita lihat di gambar, yang istri dengan 2 anak masih di Amerika dan yang bapak dengan 1 anak wanita sudah di Indonesia.
And to us, this is just wrong.
Dan bagi kita ini suatu hal yang sangat salah.
They should be together as a family, and they were doing fine here with their American citizen children here.
Dan bagi mereka seharusnya bersama-sama, anak-anak mereka adalah anak-anak keluarga Amerika.
We've also got to know the Harahap family, and we've seen a similar thing, that this family, these beautiful children, these smart leaders in their high school, they're going to graduate from high school while their father is alone in Indonesia.
Dan kita lihat keluarga di sini, keluarga Harahap, bapaknya ada di Indonesia dan anak-anak yang sangat berprestasi ada di sini tanpa ayah mereka.
And they went from a family that was very stable financially to one that's struggling to get by, both here and in Indonesia.
Dan tadinya mereka secara keuangan begitu stabil, sekarang susah untuk hidup, baik yang ada di Indonesia maupun yang ada di Amerika.
At the end of 2008, Harry asked that we hold a worship service just to offer prayer for the spiritual health and well-being of the Indonesian community and any other immigrants in our community who are undocumented and living in fear.
Jadi tahun 2008, saudara Harry memberikan usulan supaya mendoakan semua orang yang bermasalah, bukan hanya orang Indonesia tapi semua orang.
And it ended up being sort of prophetic because 3 weeks later, Harry was picked up.
Dan sepertinya itu adalah suatu nubuatan karena 3 minggu kemudian saudara Hari sendiri ditangkap.
On January 12th, 2009, Harry was picked up just outside of his apartment.
Dari tepatnya Januari 2009 tanggal 19 saudara Hari ditangkap.
And Yana would have been picked up too, except that ICE begrudgingly decided it was a bad idea to leave their 2 little children alone in an apartment and take the 2 parents to jail.
Dan sebetulnya istri juga mau ditarik, tetapi karena ada 2 anak, mereka merasa kurang baik meninggalkan anak begitu saja tanpa ibunya.
This event radicalized my congregation.
Dan ini membuat saya punya jemaat menjadi begitu radikal.
Because we know Harry and Yana and have gotten to know them for years, and we love them and we baptize their children.
Dan karena kami mengenal dekat dengan keluarga ini, bahkan saya sempat membaptiskan ini anak-anaknya.
And when we baptize a child, we stand as a community and make vows.
Dan pada waktu kita membaptiskan, kita sudah berbuat suatu vow.
And we intend to keep those vows to help raise the child in the faith and to support the parents raising the child in faith.
Karena kita sudah bersumpah dan kita akan mempertahankan keluarga ini agar tetap.
And so for the next 3 months, those were months that changed my life and changed the life of my congregation.
Dan untuk 3 bulan berikutnya adalah bulan-bulan yang mengubah kami dan juga jemaat kami.
Church members slept overnight in Harry and Yana's house so that Yana could keep her job.
Dan bergantian orang datang tidur di rumah Harry supaya istrinya bisa bekerja.
We accompanied them to all visits with lawyers.
Dan kita bawa bergantian ke pengacara.
We visited Harry daily in detention.
Dan setiap hari kami kunjungi Harry di tempat tahanan.
Harry was getting dozens of letters a day in detention.
Dan dia mendapatkan begitu banyak surat setiap hari.
And I put most of my time into visiting Congress members and action groups and calling the media.
Dan saya disibukkan dengan menghubungi Kongres dan juga menghubungi media.
And nothing was seeming to work on my end.
Dan dari pihak saya sepertinya tidak ada yang bekerja.
And then on March 31st, Harry was, something very dramatic happened. I was having coffee with a church member at 5 in the morning at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm crazy.
Jadi pagi-pagi buta masih jam 5 dia sudah ada di Dunkin' Donuts.
And the phone rang.
Dan berbunyilah.
And Harry said, "I'm being deported."
Dan dia katakan, saudara Henry katakan, dia sekarang sudah dideportasi.
So I got in the car and drove like a maniac to Newark.
Dan segera saya sebagaimana orang gila pergi ke Newark.
And ran through the airport looking for planes going to Indonesia.
Dan melihat itu kapal terbang mana yang sedang akan pergi ke Indonesia.
Then Harry called that saying, no, he wasn't going to Indonesia, but to Tacoma and then to Indonesia.
Dan tapi dia katakan dari telepon bahwa bukan langsung Indonesia, tapi ke Tacoma dulu baru ke Indonesia.
Apparently they get a whole plane full of Indonesians and then they send them all at once.
Jadi dikumpul dulu di satu tempat, kasih sampai bisa penuh satu kapal terbang, baru semuanya dipulangkan.
Somehow I talked my way through the whole airport, through security, and onto the airplane.
Jadi saya bisa dengan sedemikian rupa mencari jalan sampai akhirnya saya bisa tembus naik ke dalam kapal terbang tersebut.
Which is, you get arrested for things like that.
Dan saya sebetulnya bisa ditangkap untuk hal-hal yang seperti ini.
And I won't go into more detail because it would make the story too long. But it was God's hand involved in that event for sure. And all I kept saying was, a man is being sent away from his family forever. I want to at least have the chance to pray for him.
Jadi saya punya alasan adalah seorang ayah akan dipisahkan dari keluarganya dan paling kurang saya bisa berdoa untuk dia. Itulah yang menyebabkan sampai dia bisa sampai di kapal terbang.
So, and I just must say, thank God for an Irish stewardess who thought I was a Catholic priest.
Ada seorang pramugari yang mengira saya adalah seorang pastor Katolik.
I had to call her on, and she did not want to do anything wrong for Father.
Buat sesuatu terhadap pastor sehingga dia mengizinkan saya.
And forgive me, Jesus, but I wasn't going to correct her.
Walaupun dia salah anggap, tapi saya tidak mau mengoreksi kesalahan dia.
So she said, "Come on," and I went on.
Jadi dia bilang, naiklah, dan saya pun naik.
Jadi waktu saya sudah di atas pesawat dan kedua agent ICE duduk samping saya, duduk di paling ujung dekat jendela, dan seorang kawan Indonesia juga, dan kedua ICE officer duduk di jalan keluar mengawal kami. Sekitar 10 menit atau mungkin 5 menit sebelum pintu gerbang dari pesawat tersebut ditutup, Pastor Seth masuk ke pesawat itu. Nah, itu adalah anugerah Tuhan. Kemudian Pastor Seth berjalan di tengah aisle menuju ke tempat paling belakang. ICE officer yang berada di samping saya bertanya kepada saya, bagaimana orang ini bisa sampai naik pesawat ini? Dia menanya kepada saya, bagaimana orang ini bisa sampai ke pesawat ini? Dan saya tidak menjawab apapun, saya hanya menunjuk tangan saya ke atas. Setelah saya menunjuk tangan saya ke atas gitu, kedua officer ini berdiri dan mempersilakan Pastor Seth duduk di samping saya untuk berdoa bersama-sama. Dan Pastor Seth berdoa.
We prayed together, and I committed to Harry, one, that we would care for his wife and children with all of our hearts, and I also told him, just stay faithful and committed. What did I say? For 3 weeks, I think I said. Give me 3 weeks. Because at some point I thought we need to help him prepare to go back to Indonesia. But for 3 weeks, let me try my hardest.
Jadi kami pun berdoa di kapal terbang itu, dan saya berjanji akan memelihara keluarganya, dan berikan saya waktu 3 minggu, saya akan bekerja sekuat tenaga untuk melakukan sesuatu.